This is going to be a good game 3 for sure.
Yeah. Before we get into it too far, since we're already 8 picks in the draft, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors as well. Monster keeping us very energized through these late evenings. You're almost there, a little bit more over. Oh, perfect. Nicely done. You need to raise that bottom hand a little bit more. Oh, that's good. You're
10
holding up the
seconds
greatness.
remaining.
And then, of course, Loot.bet, our official sponsors as well for the
Radiant
BTS
team
Pro
ban.
Series, official betting sponsors. As we are in now to the last round of bans. Is there any cheese left in the pool if they wanted to run it? Like, there's no Broodmother possibility here. Maybe you could. Oh no, T1 already has the Kunkka anyways.
Nah, both teams seem pretty well adjusted. I would say at most. No, I
10
think
seconds remaining.
this is just going to be a fair and square kind of game. Geek Fam
5 seconds remaining.
probably looking for their one position. I'm sorry, their well, actually, no, there's some flexibility. You could do puck offlane. You could do puck offlane or mid. You could do morphling. Probably only that's going to be the Raven hero. So it's mainly you're either looking for your mid or your offlane for in Geek Fam,
I like
and
Cuckoo.
T1 don't know yet.
I like Cuckoo more as
Radiant
the puck
team pick.
personally for Geek Fam.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like T1 agree as they will
Dire
ban
team
out a
pick.
mid laner and
Alchemist.
pick up an alchemist.
There's the cheese.
Ooh, okay.
Is it good though?
There's enough time to recover from this. I think Morphling is fine against Alchemist.
Right.
I think Tusk is great. Or Tusk, all three of the Geek Fam other heroes are really good at abusing an Alchemist at least early on. Disruptor with Glimpse and Kinetic Field are both very effective.
10
Tusk with
seconds
Ice
remaining.
Shards and Snowball, and then Puck with just high mobility
5
and the Dream
seconds
Coil.
remaining.
So I
Yeah.
think you probably want to keep it as an offlane Puck.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
think that one of the issues that you do run into with the puck is like sort of topping out on damage. So whatever that next hero is, whether it's offlane or whether it's mid, they just need to make sure that they get some more of that burst in a way. Because I think just having morph is not the best for it.
I think you go for maybe a Monkey King because then you can if T1 want to send Alk safe lane and send the Kunkka mid.
Yeah.
I mean, Monkey King is going to be fine against either of them because it's
Ooh.
it's 3 melee cores on T1.
What about Timber? Oh, it's banned. Never mind. Oh, that would have been sick.
Yeah, that would have been pretty good.
Oh,
Although there is a fair amount of magic damage on T1, but still, yeah. When you're against a bunch of melee strength heroes, it would have been fantastic.
yeah.
I prefer Monkey King over Ursa, which would be another alternative, just because Ursa is not as strong of a team fighter, and I think T1 are looking for team fights, and Geek Fam don't really have the strongest team fight right now. They have potential with Dream Coil and the Static Storm, but they need more reliable setup. And so if you have a Wukong's command surrounding it, I don't know. I think that's a little bit better. And then if they don't want to necessarily go for like a hard counter, and they still need a mid laner, I think Razor would be okay.
It's still a pretty good
Again,
counter.
yeah. Again, like your goal is to take advantage of the fact that they have 3 melee heroes and you have a Morphling on your team.
Yeah, we'll see if he goes for it. I mean, I think that it's sort of there's a lot of different things that you could go for this, like a lot of different ways to deal with the alchemist. And Monkey King also gives you a an avenue of like coming to invade the jungle a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure.
Granted, you want to be farming if you're playing a core Monkey King, but having that ability to scout out and find somebody could be nice as well. We'll see.
And something that's also an early BKB builder, also, because you want something that can walk through the arena if needed, and something that can start attacking the egg. The egg is the only thing that it's kind of discouraging me from going for like a Monkey King or Razor because they're not great at dealing with the egg.
Neither is
Choose your
Ember.
hero.
Neither is Ember.
Okay, whatever.
Hmm.
They're just crazy. They just want to play Ember, I guess. I don't know.
This seems like such a hard game against a Kanka and a bunch of disables like Sinister Gaze into Spear, and yeah, and none of you, no one kills the egg. This team is not great at killing the egg. It's going to be all Morphling, and if he's like, I don't know, there's a lot of disable. Also, there's Torrent. There's the unstable concoction. This seems like a kind of difficult Ember game.
Yeah.
They
It's
may just like the mid lane matchup. That's the only thing I can think of.
it is a Carl special too. And I mean, they're super maneuverable heroes. They've got a disruptor and a Tusk who also are pretty good at like tracking people down. I think they just want to like win the lanes and kind of snowball over and over
Yeah.
and over again.
Which
Um,
kind of has been the way that they've been beating T1. Even last
yeah,
game, like they won all 3 lanes. It was their team fight execution that was ultimately their downfall. And
yeah.
so if Geek Fam are just going to avoid team fights altogether by letting Raven get huge, he doesn't have like a chronosphere like he did last game, so he doesn't even need to show up to team fights. It's just a bunch of cores that can pick people off. Puck can pick people off, Morphling can pick people off, Ember Spirit can pick people off, and the Disruptor and Tusk just need to cooperate with one of any of those 3 heroes. So I guess their goal is just to avoid team fights altogether. It's just that I don't know if you can end the game quickly enough before an alchemist comes online because they also don't push very well. It's
Do
yet
they
again
out
all
carry
in the
him though?
Morphling. Sorry?
Does Geek Fam out carry them though?
No, I don't think so. I
No.
think that they need to end the game fairly quickly.
Okay. That's the one thing that I'm not sure about. I'll trust your judgment there. Uh,
Well, it's mainly just because I think that a Morphling will be able to get pretty huge, but the thing is that you're against like 3 really tanky cores. Kunkka, Mars, and Alchemist. None of them can get shotgunned. And
right.
so even if you have great initiation, more often than not, I will go with the team that has the Morphling to outcarry because I'm like, well, you'll immediately be able to take one of the cores out of the fight. But that's not going to be the case this game because you're against 3 strength cores, and that's without even Rum being in the factored in. So I'm leaning T1 in terms of late game strength.
Okay. I can dig it. We'll see if they can make it happen, and we might not even get to the late game, considering all of the different games that we've seen that just end
Yeah.
super duper quickly. Could be a very fast show.
Although I need to go back and watch this NIP Navi game. I heard that was a banger with like 10 divine rapiers or something like that in
I
like
didn't get
80
to watch
minutes.
that
Did you hear
one.
about that?
I was
Yeah, I didn't get to
sleeping.
watch it. As was I, but I heard about it and I was like, damn, that sounds like a hype ass game.
Yeah, I'd be
So the
down.
late game is still alive and well, I suppose.
We had one that went kind of late today, or maybe it didn't. I don't know how long it was. My brain is just fried. How long was that last game?
I think it was only like 40,
40?
40 something minutes because we didn't even get to like tier 4 items or tier 5 items, I think.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Normally, whenever you see like a cliff drop that significant, oh nice, Zephyr scouts out that they have a observer ward because he tanked some tier 1 tower aggro. Normally, whenever you see a cliff that dramatic, it's because like, oh, they just completed like a rapier or some major item, but really they just want a team fight. They just want a really good team fight and immediately won the game afterwards.
Well, they won like 2 or 3. It felt like.
That's true.
It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, they won 2, and then there was that one bot rune fight where T1, like Geek Fam just threw away like 3 lives, but they got the Naga Song Vacuum Impale combo off twice, and that was the secret to success.
Yo, they are running the rarely seen 0 heroes bottom.
Yeah, the no lane. I've seen tri lanes. I've seen dual lanes. I've seen solo lanes. I haven't seen the no lane before.
That's don't worry, Geek Fam have enough heroes here to make up for it.
I mean, does this tri-lane really beat no heroes? I'm not really sure. I think Morphling's gonna need a little bit more help. Alright, Phoenix shows up.
That's pretty hype though. I like that. So they just run the Alchemist top and he gets a free couple of waves here. It looks like they're gonna try and TP in Zephyr to get some pressure onto him. We'll see if Miracle ends up coming to change up the lanes afterwards now. Cuckoo in some trouble, has to get the jaunt away. Paulison is going to get pummeled here by Zephyr, but looks like he should be okay. TP out.
Oh,
It's a bold move,
yeah,
man.
he's fine.
He did it.
Wait, where did he TP to?
Tier 1 tower.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to be out of commission for a little bit here, but he can still go for the, Frost Blasts along the way and such.
Yeah.
Mid lane.
And I don't think that this is necessarily... Oh,
Carl.
that torrent.
One more punch. Ooh, very fire. And out the other direction. Does have another Tidebringer relatively soon. Going to go for it? No. There's no opponent creeps. Never mind. Does get him there on the other side. As oh no, Elk goes down up top.
And that is how we do things in the north.
I mean, I think Kunkka is the better matchup against Ember, but I also think that Alchemist would get more... Wow, Paulson really wants this.
Cuckoo?
I don't think
Oh,
Paulson
the
gets
outplay! Oh,
Yeah,
Paulson. Dude, tip him. What are you doing, Cuckoo? Get in there.
I don't know what Paulson's game plan was. Like the Frost Blast has like one of the most obvious cast animations in all of Dota, aside from maybe like I don't know, split Earth from Leshrac. So yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Miracle coming in trying to deny, or rather to get the pull off, but doesn't end up happening as Zephyr denies it. Oh, maybe? Does he get one? No, couldn't get the range creep. So he's left alone up top there against 2. Not the greatest time in the world for him. Mid lane seems to be going a little bit more favored towards Carl. So they're kind of losing out on those 2 lanes. Bottom is not particularly going well either for Forev. I guess he's going to catch back up with this next round of creeps here. But yeah, this has not been a great start here for T1, who lose Paulison yet again up top.
Yeah, this tag team is way too good. Cuckoo can always jaunt in and get follow-up attacks, because usually people will run out of tag team range eventually, especially if you're a ranged hero, but jaunt makes it so easy to stay on the target.
Torrent, not going to be able to get the pullback there. In your dreams, still living. But Carl, since he does not have a salve, is going to have to take the walk on back home. That is a frustrating thing for him.
The first kill in this mid lane will be very, very dramatic, so I can see why both players are like pushing it to the limit, but also making sure that they are not the one to feed relentlessly. So In Your Dream ends up getting the upper hand right now, and it does kind of suck that Ember has to walk back, but he's doing fine. And at the end of the day, the Alchemist is not doing that great.
Right.
And I think that's the most important thing for Geek fam to make sure.
Yeah, absolutely. In Your Dream is going to pull this wave back here. I don't think he's going to be able to get the other one pushed underneath the tower before Ember gets back. In fact, he won't be able to. Flame Guard comes out. In Your Dream has to back away yet again. Oh, watch out. Paulison, as has happened multiple times, this guy is in some trouble. Tag team lasts so long. Shards goes out, a couple more punches. Zephyr and Cuckoo, they want to punch him so badly. And they do eventually get him. But it will also come at the cost of Zephyr going down.
It's the Phoenix, though, not the Mars. And so Morphling, I mean, it's going to be a pretty free lane no matter what. Raven, yet again, is going to be left alone to his own devices. Whitemon briefly thought about rotating mid. He scouted out a double damage rune for Carl, but it's kind of difficult to kill a Kunkka. He's way too tanky. Especially double bracer, yeah. And now top lane yet again on the Alchemist.
It's too easy. Like, you can't allow that type of thing to happen over and over again. And I guess that's just the problem with the draft right now. Carl hanging on to that sleight of fist. And now is going to pop the Flame Guard and try and push through the wave. Meanwhile, bounty runes traded off. It's like Geek Fam was able to get at least one of them, 2 of them now.
It's 2 for 2, yeah. Which is an Alchemist team. You're always hoping to push the limit on one of them to go for 3 out of the 4, but they're not doing well in this top lane at all. Cuckoo and
In Your Dream? Ooh. No, he's not left. Sorry.
Yeah, this tag team, like, they're not even skilling up Snowball, and they're just so effectively going again. All the Fire Spirits are kind of mitigating Cuckoo's damage here. And maybe getting a kill?
Oh. Looks like Cuckoo is going to be able to back away from there. Mid lane, they took down Carl, and that was just the level 6. So used, and they weren't able to get the outplay there. That's always the interesting mark, but he's just level 4 compared to level 6 on Kunkka, and now Coral Paulison yet again. This man is hurting. They aren't going to be able to get the kill since they are doing the full tri-lane up top.
I mean, yeah, Geek Fam don't really care about this. Like, killing the Alchemist and zoning him out is just a bonus. The main goal is just to make sure that Morphling is free. And if Phoenix is stuck up here the whole time because Fire Spirits are critical to make sure the tag team doesn't kill people, then Geek Fam are okay with this. Is now Snowball onto Yokum.
Well, Shards goes out as well. The Fear pulls him back in. Going to be able to find themselves 1 kill. Whiteman also TP's in. He wants some also. What are you doing, my man? Yeah, they got the little laser that gets thrown out on top of them. They will be able to find the secondary pickup there. So another kill gladly taken by T1.
Oof, but Alchemist has to go all TP all the way back to base, though, and he only has 2 points in Acid Spray, so this is, like, normally at 7 minutes as an Alchemist, you're like, okay, I can transition into the jungle, someone else can take over the lane. I don't really think that's the case right now, and I don't think he can take over mid. He's walking towards mid, but I think an Ember Spirit, once he hits level 6, which he's going to get level 6 off this wave, could just solo an Alchemist.
Yeah, he's heading to the jungle instead. Miracle realizes that's not a place for him. Does not have that Soul Ring yet, as Zephyr runs into Yokum. Tag team. There's the shards. Pull him in. Give him one more punch, and the snowball should be
God, he has fire
enough.
spirits.
Oh, he's got a snowball available here to turn it now onto Paulison. Or no, it's onto the small creeps.
Nice,
They really
good
gonna drop
read.
the boat for this? Okay.
Good read.
He farms up the camp and also gets the kill. Why not?
They keep nerfing the cooldown, and I keep wanting them to nerf it more because still, like, you're able to use Ghost Ship like that just casually, and no one really, it's not really that big of a deal.
Well, Carl just going in on Miracle right now, and they're going to be able to stop the pressure there eventually. But yeah,
At this point, now that you've seen the Alchemist kind of leave the lane, I think Geek Fam should just start pouring into the Radiant jungle, because any one hero can... Oh, Dream Coil onto the Kunkka, but he's so tanky with these double bracers.
does not really seem to care that much, does he?
Yeah. Okay, good. So Geek Fam are kind of moving away, because any one of the cores can just stay in their lane. Ember Spirit can stay in his lane. If Alchemist shows up, they can kill him. Puck can stay in the top lane. If Alchemist shows up, Puck can kill him. And Morphling is huge, and I don't think Alchemist is going to even dream of showing up at the bot lane.
Right.
And so the rest of Geek Fam, the Disruptor and the Tusk just start scouting out what's going on in the jungle, which Zephyr is doing now. And he's going to start placing some wards to make sure that they keep a close eye on what this Alchemist is up to.
Yeah. The double ward here to make sure that they get, even if they do get the D ward, it won't end up being both of them taken out. Paulison, as has been the sacrificial lamb, dead again. He is 5 of their 7 kills right now. Geek Fam do manage to find this little stack that's off to the side. There were some other stacks over in the jungle. Not sure if T1 are going to be able to scout those out and try and take them later on. But it would be a big win for them if they could, as the DD Carl is going to run in here, find himself Phoenix, and should be able to get that kill afterwards. Oh, boat combo comes out onto Whiteman, gets the kill, and is just going to saunter away. What you going to do about it, Carl?
Yeah, in your dream is the rum. This is not going to happen.
In fact, Miracle is the one that could have gotten gone on there, but they won't be able to. Oh, another blind torrent. All right. Gets on to Zephyr. Why not? Pulls
Oh,
it
he
back
really
in.
wanted to find the small camp.
Wait, Rum's wearing off. Rum's wearing off.
Oh.
They get one kill. In your dream, does he get denied by creeps? Is he going to be able to find the kill onto Carl? Torrent goes out. Is going to be able to get that jump forward from the Ember Spirit. Trying to break that Flame Guard. It's not
They want
enough
the
damage
Alchemist,
yet.
But it's only... What? It's level 3 Thunderstrike? Oh my god.
That's pretty insane.
They're gonna get this Alchemist anyway.
Probably, and do they get the kill onto Carl with the extra damage coming in from the tower? Not going to happen. Double kill for Carl. Unreal.
And they seize 4 bounty runes away from the Alchemist team. So that is a miserable time to go for that fight. Well, they haven't gotten all 4 yet, but I'm sure Raven is gonna... Well, actually, Puck is TPing to the outpost. They may actually just try to turn this into a push in the bot lane, but man, Raven, he's just cruising along. 5.5k net worth. He's 1k ahead of the Kunkka, now going in onto this Phoenix.
This is going to be another easy kill here. As you mentioned, there aren't many egg hitters, but if you're not getting level 6 on Phoenix, it doesn't really matter. Miracle has... I mean, there are some Alchemist games that we've watched where he has his Radiance at this point. And
Yeah.
Alk right now is the 5th lowest net worth in the game. This is not a good Alk game. This has been... Oh no, and he's going to die again! Run away! Oh, jeez. Oh, that hurts. That one hurts a lot.
Well, this is
And
not level 6. Phoenix isn't level 6. They can't take a
no,
team
Phoenix
fight,
just
really.
got level 6. This could be a good one.
Oh.
Cuckoo trying to run away from him there. Oh god, they're gonna get out with everybody, aren't they? Looks like Cuckoo.
Cuckoo's gonna go down.
But again, it doesn't feel worth it for the Alk going down.
Nope.
For trying to run away. But
And now that all those cool arenas down, but I guess it has a relatively short cooldown, but Supernova's down, and I think that's the most important cooldown for a T1 to keep on hand, because as soon as Raven starts showing up to fights with the Morphling, he has to focus the egg, and if he doesn't have to worry about that, then that means that you may be able to get the burst damage off before, Kunkka's Rum starts coming into the team fight and stuff like that, so this Phoenix is going to be very, very valuable moving forward.
God, they just need to be huge. Like, they need to get so much more farm. And like you mentioned, they have really good team fight, but all of these heroes are so maneuverable on Geek Fam that it's like getting them actually under control is very hard to do. As Miracle up top, they're gonna glyph the wave just to stop him from farming. Dude, what's your guys' problem? What the hell?
My man was just gonna chemical rage and then walk back, and now they
Look at
bought
this.
time for Carl to walk in.
Oh, pump fake. Looking for the
Nice.
follow. Oh, Carl. This is why it's one of his signature heroes. That was nifty. Well, the Torrent is nice, though. Static Storm laid down onto the Mars. The boat comes in afterwards,
Nice
able to
slight.
slight dodge it yet again. Carl is having a fabulous game. They spear him to the tower, but they don't care about that at all. Now Mars has overstepped his bounds. They drop down the
Ooh.
arena, managed to get the kill, actually, there. So they take down Cuckoo again. And at the same time, this is all more space for Miracle to farm. Like, they're running at him and causing trouble and making him annoyed. But they have not been able to kill him the last couple of times here, as Paulison runs in, trying to take down this big tanky Tusk, and they will eventually get that finish. Meanwhile, Mars dies in the end up top. There's just madness going on. It's been 27 kills in 13 minutes.
Where's the F10K? That's what I wanted to know. That must have happened like 13 minutes ago or something like that. I'm a little bit surprised that Raven hasn't shown up to a single fight yet. I thought that tier 1 fight, like Mars was getting really deep in enemy territory, and I'm pretty sure a Morphling at this stage can be a pretty solid threat to a Kunkka. It's level 13 on the Morphling, so maybe he's just enjoying his solo experience. Doesn't really have like his, maybe once he gets his Eagle Song, then he'll start showing up. Raven generally does not show up to fights until he has one major item completed. But at the same time, like you said, this is all time for Miracle to be farming. And an Alchemist who has been so heavily shut down in the early game, you kind of want to keep bullying him rather than giving him a window. Because a Morphling is very strong right now compared to an Alchemist. But if they're both going to be farming, then I think T1 are kind of happy with this arrangement. Oh, never mind. Raven has the full E-Blade completed. All right, it's time to party.
Yeah, they're going in, and they have a Spirit Vessel done on the Ember as well, with 4 charges on it. Like, this is... Oh, God, this Alk is so poor. He's below his own Kunkka. Raven, they pop the glyph there. Brev hiding out to the other side. He does have a spear back up in 3, but yeah, it's too much to try and go in on that right now, I think. They just need to try and hold, if possible, but Miracle just does not have any type of farm. This location right here has been killed so many freaking times. Like, look at Zephyr. What a butthead. He just comes in and takes the creep, runs away. It's like, what are you going to do about it?
I can understand why. Like, this is the safest camp, technically, because it's knee-deep inside of your tier 2 towers. It's on the safest part of the jungle, but that's why Geek Fam are specifically targeting him right there. At least this time it's 1 bounty rune, so better than the 10-minute mark, but it's still not great for an Alchemist team to only be getting 1 bounty rune.
Yeah. And they're prepped again. Zephyr is so ready to go. This man is always pushing it right to the edge, and if anybody walks over here, they're going to kill him.
He popped the smoke, so Forev
Oh no.
was
Miracle.
trying to roam in.
Dude, not again. Not again. There's the Walrus Punch. The glimpse pulls him back in. Come hang out with us. We want to say hi. As Raven gets the kill onto Miracle, Carl gives him the tip, lets him know how he feels about it. Oh, maybe a chance. Have they over... They only get the Tusk. It's not enough. T1 getting what they can get, but it's feeling like this Morphling is just getting out of control.
And it's not buying time for the Alchemist in the meanwhile. Oh, nice tree into the spear play on the mid lane. That was pretty slick by Forev.
Okay. They're making it happen. Drop another tree. Cool. But then, yeah, has to back out of there afterwards. Sunray trying to keep Paulison alive. He's taking a lot of damage and is eventually going to die. Meanwhile, Cuckoo shows up, is going to be able to find the coil onto both of them. He's silenced for freaking ever. They do have the supernova down, but Geek Fam just run away. They don't care at all, not one bit.
Glimpse on Mars.
They pull him back in another time, because why not? And Morphling, does he have a range to get in there with the E-Blade? Waveforms forward, tries to get him with the Adaptive Strike. They will be able to get the vision. They catch Yoakum. Snowball, why not? Zephyr living, as they don't have enough to kill him off. 3 dead yet again. Now, I do remember what happened last game.
Vaguely, yes.
You know, a strong Teamfight team falling really far behind early on. Have Geek Fam learned their lesson?
Yes, mainly because there's no potential for like irresponsible builds like, because Carl, he's building the way that he should be, and he keeps refilling his Spirit Vessel charges. That's why he's blowing it on, like, Lich, just to make sure that Phoenix Sunray can't do very much. And so he's building responsibly, which isn't to say that I think that the Shadow Fiend build was irresponsible, but it can scale very well into the game. This Ember Spirit, like, is not railroaded into a certain type of build, which is what the Shadow Fiend was. The Shadow Fiend was just like a one ult wonder in that last game, and so that was kind of a downfall. And then also there is a lot of wait. So what happened with Puck?
Miracle missed like 3 last hits in the bottom lane, and Puck tipped him because they saw it. He pinged him like multiple times in his inventory. Oh God, Cuckoo has no chill, dude. What the hell?
I love Southeast Asian players.
Unbelievable. They're
They
pulling
all know
creeps
each
to
other.
him. Yeah. They're just like consistently pulling creeps into him to try and keep him there. And well,
it's the safest camp, but it's also the most dangerous one because they keep coming there.
Oh no, not again. Please don't let it happen. Glyph the wave one more time. Oh, Snowball, he's dead. God. Oh,
they even specifically dewarded this one section because they knew, but it wasn't enough.
They are bullying him so hard here.
Yeah.
I have never seen a hero get like the treatment harder than this.
Oh, what a glyph. They even glyphed the Tidebringer attack, so this wave's gonna survive. They may start to push high ground even. Because, I mean, they took the Aegis.
Yeah. I mean, again, like, it's really easy to just look at this and be like, oh, Miracle's feeding or something. This isn't on him. This is, like, the game plan from Geek Fam. And the fact that T1 don't have heroes that can save him. They have, like, no defensive heroes on their team. And when your draft relies around just one person, like, it's just not working. Really, really good play by Geek Fam to recognize the weakness in the T1 draft and to exploit it to the best of their abilities. In the meantime, look at Phoenix. Yokum right here. This is the real MVP. Get your Alk that
Philosopher's Stone acquired. Hell yeah.
Dude, give that to Alk. Oh, you're taking it for yourself?
He's the game winner. He was the game winner on the Nyx Assassin. He will be the game winner again if T1 managed to get some 6 Supernovas off. So I have faith in my boy, aggressively farming the enemy jungle.
I like it. Well, they've almost...
Oh man, is he gonna sneak? He's gonna sneak the outpost also. What a goddamn player. What a goddamn player.
They're so mad. So many pings. They're so angry.
Alright.
They're just like...
Icarus dive?
They're shaking with rage.
Dive. What a player.
Oh, and the bounties. That's
and
why.
He gets the bounty. Oh my god.
Yokum.
I'm okay with him dying at this point.
He did your job. He did his job.
Alright, so that was 1 bounty rune. There you go. 1 bounty rune secured to the Alchemist team.
Oh no, Miracle. Don't let it happen here. Okay, yeah, he's running away. They're gonna give up the life of
the gank.
Yeah. Definitely. So Miracle is going to have his he's just non-stop tipping. Miracle. Unbelievable.
Oh, he's going for the relic.
Yeah. He's gonna have it now.
Alright. So no buyback right now. But oh wait, or does he have buyback?
Dude,
no, he does not have buyback.
They know where he's at. Miracle trying to TP out. Does manage to get the escape. Heads up play there. That could have gone worse. Jeez. Yeah, well, I guess now Relic there. He's got some more space to himself. Alk hypothetically can start to catch up a little bit. He's gonna need to like go straight BKB or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
I think it's gonna be on Kunkka to be the damage dealer right now.
Oh god. He lived. He lived through the combo. Okay.
Okay.
They're making progress. This is what you need to do. I mean, and to be fair, it's like we saw what happened last game, you know? The tenacity of T1 to stick with it when it looks like the game should be over. And everybody would say the game should be over. It's eerily similar to last time, right? Like, Farev is on a team fight-oriented hero. Yokum is on a big team fight-oriented hero. They've got some stuns. They've got boat. They've got, you know, everything. Like, there's a chance that you could overextend here for Geek Fam. It'd be really hard.
It would be really
hard.
Like last game, I was not... Oh.
Chase?
Can he survive the combo again?
No.
He cannot.
They dropped the DG branch right there on his face.
And they're going to push high ground now. They have Glyph, though, and they have this Frost Shield also.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this dragon scale damage plus, yeah, okay, that's a death
right.
witch.
There we go. Yeah, I actually think that this would be a bigger comeback than, than last
This is
game
by far a
even.
bigger comeback. Last game, like, I found it reasonable because like it wasn't just a massive net worth disadvantage, but like they had a team fight capable of like literally 5v0ing people.
Yeah.
And that is not the case this time. No matter how good of a combo you get, you're at most going to kill like 2 people. And in your dream can't even kill a puck.
It's you know, people talk a lot about like the mental fortitude that's required from making a comeback happen when you lose really badly. I think it's actually sometimes harder to like win the next game after you win a really like big draining emotionally game.
Especially off LAN. Like sometimes on LAN you have that like really big crowd pump and stuff like that. But off LAN it's just like you and your boys and you're like, yeah, man, we totally shouldn't have won that game.
Right. And then you like
did.
You sort of let your foot off the gas. You're like, we did it. We were able to do it. Like that's not the objective. The objective is the series. And winning that one game is great and it feels amazing. That's wonderful. But like the mental fortitude, it's a different type of thing.
And I do think that Geek Fam are just the better team.
Yeah.
In all 3 games, I've consistently seen Geek Fam have been winning lanes like resoundingly, and it's not just based off of draft. It seems to be they're just mechanically superior to T1.
Yeah. Well, right now they are chilling in their base, but we got the Radiance. It's a little bit later than we've seen in the previous Alks, but you know these things happen.
This is like my Radiance timing.
Yeah, man, you're not lying. Actually, mine comes later. Guys, don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna get there. Just you know, you keep the positivity going in the pubs. That's what you gotta do.
Let me get this bracer real quick. It'll help me finish it.
He's dropping the tree, ready to go for the spear. Round 2. Oh, well, he hit the tree. Jump in now, find the Phoenix dead at the start, stunned, muted, feeling bad. That is too much damage. They actually jump in with the buyback, but they're gonna blow up the egg. No answer at all. Carl finds the kill onto Alka again, and GG is going to be called. 24 minutes, 24,000 gold lead. Geek Fam able to finish.
It was a very, very sexy victory from them in game 2, and entirely deserved. And it shows that, at the minimum, they have teamfight coordination, but
What the hell is this?
there's...
Unbelievable.
They're all friends. It's all friendly tips. No big deal. You miss a few last hits. But I mean, there's a reason why this T1 roster has been, I don't know, rotating so frequently. It takes a while to find chemistry. And even Geek Fam at the beginning of this season, which feels like an eternity ago now that I mention it, because I remember seeing this roster and I was like, wow, okay, so any team that Raven's on, I'm always encouraged by. Same with Cuckoo, which it's not the same that it was at the beginning of the season, but they were not doing well. They were not making it to minors, definitely not making it to majors. And now that there's been like this power vacuum with TNC not really doing that great, it's cool to see Geek Fam rise to prominence. But T1 have yet to find that momentum with any of their rosters. But at least they had a really, really cool team fight.
Yeah, I'm with you. And that was a great moment for them. And I think that you can look at this entire group stage and the way that it's going to work out. And I think that at the end of, when it's all said and done, T1 is going to be probably getting through in the top 4, I would imagine. Because the top 6 move on into the playoffs. And then the top 4 go through in the upper bracket. And I think that there's a chance that they can make it through in the top 4. It's going to be close. There's going to be some of those other ones that they're going to be competing with, but I would watch out for them because I think that they're pretty solid. But for now, at least, you mentioned TNC. We're going to be taking a look at them in a second, ladies and gentlemen, because this is indeed just the first of 3 series today. It was Geek Fam versus T1. Afterwards, we're going to be hopping into TNC Predator facing off against Boom Esports. And then we're going to end the day. Geek Fam are not done. They're going to have another series against Fnatic at the end of the day. That's going to be another good one to watch.
Yeah.
So right now, the timer is set to start. It's supposed to be starting 20 minutes from now. I'm anticipating that that's probably going to be about accurate. Any final words before we go to a break?
Strong start to the day. I will definitely say that.
Yeah.
I'm awake, and it's not just wait. Is the cam on me right now or no?
No, it's not, but it will be
Okay,
right
well,
now.
It's all because of this right here. That's why I'm awake. And the good
Absolutely.
Dota.
Absolutely. 100%. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in just a little bit with our second series. Stay tuned. Got more from the BTS Pro Series right after this.